and welcome to Dice Roll, the Queerest Pathfinder Podcast on the planet, where yes, the hard questions like, why did Kappa do that?
Why did Kappa do that?
No, why? Like in general, what?
Do what?
What's up
do
with
what,
Dizzle?
Derry? Judge them now.
Okay, I'm just gonna read out from the yokai wiki. Okay.
The yokai wiki.
They're mischievous by nature. They love to peek up women's kimonos and loudly pass gas in public.
Bruh.
Okay. That's... Why did they do that?
They have 3 assholes, which means they can fart 3 times as much as anyone else.
What the fuck?
They hate cows and horses and will attack them for no reason.
What the fuck?
What?
Sometimes they'll eat people.
Okay. That's just a yokai thing, I think. I can't really blame them on that.
1 second. The Honourable Kappa will feel obliged to return a bow, and it can be tricked into bowing so low that the water in its dish spills out, after which it can be easily overcome. Once bested, the Kappa have been made to swear loyalty and friendship to their victor for the rest of their lives. My question is, why the fuck you would want to do that?
I don't know. They're human-sized, aren't they? They're just kind of like a butler, fucked up.
Yeah, a butler who farts all the time and pervs on women.
That's true.
This is not a good butler to have.
Use the fatal strike when you best him.
I don't know why
also,
Kappa do that.
Something about cucumbers? Oh yeah. Okay. Oh my fucking god. They love to eat almost anything, but they're particularly fond of cucumbers and raw human anus. What is with these guys?
I actually hate Kappas now. Thank you for ruining them for me.
I could have gone my entire life not interacting with that knowledge.
Really loved Cabin from Animal Crossing, now I don't.
I'm going to go back to my happy space if I'm getting an indoor
garden
by tomorrow.
Focus on the garden, not on the asshole-eating kappas.
Why is it raw?
Well, it doesn't want to cook it specifically, I fucking guess. Would we like to play some Pathfinder?
We're not going to be able to do anything fucking normally after that,
I'm not going to say what I was going to say. We're moving on.
I'm very worried. It's been a while since we had to censor something you said.
Do we want to keep it that way?
I kind of want to hear it, and I'll bleep it if it's funny.
They just...
Oh, fucking nasty!
Jesus fucking Christ,
that is
man.
actually so much worse than I thought.
You kissed your mother with that mouth?
Good lord.
I have something to say, and you will have to censor it.
Yeah?
Okay.
We're moving on.
Wait, can you censor? I've never been censored before. Can you censor this? Fuck.
Okay. Okay, you know what? Sure. Okay, would we like to play some Pathfinder?
Yes.
Yes, let's move on from the previous conversation, please.
So, previously in Fists of the Ruby Phoenix, the Radiant Winds entered the Temple of Irori. They slew a spider, they overcame a Triceratops, and they met a little man by the name of Amitar, an Angobu, here to make sure that the temple was being repaired after being abandoned for so long. The Radiant Winds soon found that this entire temple was haunted by ghostly monks. Skirting around them and avoiding getting into too many confrontations, our heroes made their way around the temple, collecting several silver feathers, and ended their journey in a small room with a eucalyptus tree, and a ghost guarding one of the feathers, begging for forgiveness. Are we ready to hop into character?
I fucking guess so.
Yep.
Okay. So, set the scene. Shichuji, you stand in front of a eucalyptus tree. Collapsed in a pile of bones on the floor is a corpse. And floating out from the corpse is the ghost of a woman. She is beautiful, with long strands of hair floating in the air like water. Her eyes are a pale off-white, and she looks so tremendously wrought with guilt. A guilt which is firmly established by her speaking and saying, "Please, you must forgive me. So, 3 of you. What the fuck how are you all doing?
Not well. Chuji's not, like, specifically afraid of ghosts, but...
They sure have been going out of their way to avoid ghosts in this haunted temple.
Well, yeah, because they're fucking annoying. And Chuji doesn't know how to exercise things and only has ghost touch so they can punch them. But, who isn't gonna be a little bit, pissing their pants so there's a ghost right in front of their face?
Fair enough.
They're a little bit off-put, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Masami, how are you doing?
Masami is extremely cautious right now, trying to figure out what the next move is, even though Ghost is completely out of their depth. Their dad didn't teach them about ghosts that much, so...
Mm-hmm. He had different areas of expertise.
Very.
Sanku,
Mm-hmm.
how are you doing?
I think he's cursing himself for not preparing that one undead disrupting spell that he has. But I don't think he's particularly scared because there's 30 feet between them, and that's how it's gonna continue to be. He's fine for now. If it came closer to him, he'd probably get a little bit scared, but like,
Yeah.
I don't think he's particularly terrified of ghosts or anything.
Okay. Well, this phantom, she kind of like, after begging you forgiveness once, Chuji, and you kind of staring at her, she comes closer and says, I beg you, please forgive me.
Whoa. Chuji takes a step back.
Please, you must forgive me.
Lady, I don't know you.
This was all my fault. I'm sorry.
I'm sure it wasn't. Listen, none of this is my business. Can you just evaporate again and leave me alone?
Do none of you have forgiveness in your hearts for what I've done? And she, like, looks up at all of you with those off-white eyes. And you can't see where she's looking. She don't have pupils. You all feel like she's staring directly at you. So, if anyone wants to try tell her, yeah, I've forgiveness in my heart, you may roll deception or diplomacy.
I think Sanku will do that.
Mm-hmm.
Masami will also.
Okay.
They're going a different route, though.
And Chuji, what about you? Are you just stepping back?
Chuji is stepping back and not saying anything because deception and diplomacy are both a +0.
Yeah,
Good Lord.
you did make a charismatic character for the... I think literally this is your first non-charisma
The
based
first
character.
time I've never put any points into charisma.
We will have been playing games together for 5 years later in the year. And this is the first time you don't have a mega charismatic character. Okay, both of you can roll me secret checks, please.
Okay. Let me see.
Okay. Okay. Alright, cool. Masami, what do you say?
They're just trying to suss out the situation, so they're like, yes, I do.
Okay. And Sanku, what do you say?
I forgive you. I don't know what you did, but I forgive you.
She turns her head, and now Masami and Chuji, both of you no longer feel like you're being stared at. Sanku, though, she starts floating towards you.
Oh god.
And very quietly, she floats past you, Chuji, floats past you, Masami, until she's like floating directly in front of you, Sanku.
Sanku's like stiff.
And she looks at you with wide, wide eyes.
Hi.
And she says, yes, you mean that, don't you?
Yeah.
Despite my failure, you don't hate me.
No. I don't hate you.
You don't... Do you know me?
Sanku's looking at Lola for a second, and then he looks back and he's like, I don't know if we've met. If you did something bad, it doesn't mean that you're bad.
And she kind of floats a little less high. And she turns and looks at all of you and says, none of you are monks here, are you?
No.
No,
In
we're...
class?
But you're not part of the broken Rebus.
No.
No.
I apologize. I must have looked quite the sight,
A bit, but are you okay?
She looks up at you, Masami, and she just looks so insanely sad.
Wait, are you, like, not... I'm sorry if this is rude. Are you, like, not a haunt?
Oh god. You can't just ask people if they're a haunt.
She turns and looks at you, and she looks down at her own hand and says, No, I suppose not. Hun. My name is Kanitri. I was the leader of the broken Rebus.
Oh.
It's my fault that all of this happened.
What happened?
I allowed my emotions to cloud what was right. About 100 years ago, this was a small but vibrant community of Auroran monks. We spent all our time within this temple's walls. But all that came to an end because of me and my ideals. We were a splinter group, the Broken Rebus. We came to believe that enlightenment came not through knowledge or meditation, but through might. And we argued that might represented the pinnacle of the physical self, what would allow one to transcend into the spiritual realm. This belief soon became twisted into a hunger for power. We tried a violent takeover of the temple. We failed. We did mortally wound all our fellow monks, but we too were mortally wounded. I was the last of them. I came into this tree to meditate, and I died. I feel nothing but remorse. I just wish to be with my fellow disciples once more. She kind of slumps.
Is there anything we can do to help with that?
I just wish my name had been inscribed on the pagoda sculpture.
We could do that for you.
The sculpture by the entrance.
In the courtyard. It's where the names of all monks who had passed on would be written. By all rights, it should have everyone's name here. Everyone who died because of my actions.
Well, if you give us all the names, we could probably do that.
And for a second, those sad eyes look a little less sad. All right, I would like that. And this is where I reveal that Masami did pass the check, but Senku got a nat 20.
Oh, shit.
And because of that,
Yeah.
you have pacified Kanitri for 1 day, not just an hour.
I had a feeling when you gasped.
Yeah, that gasp was me being like, oh shit, nat 20. And for non-violently ending this encounter, you all gain 80 experience points.
Get out of here! We're not using those.
Shuji, as the ghost is floating away, there is that silver feather on the floor.
Oh, they grab it. They fucking grab it immediately.
That's 2 out of 3.
Senku's
Actually, no,
yours.
sorry, that's 3 out of 3.
Yeah.
You got them all.
Yay!
Yeah, as she's like floating away, and Chuji takes it and is like, score!
I mean, it's not like she was guarding that specifically.
Chuji does specifically dangle it at Masami.
Senku rustles through his bag and finds paper so he can write down the names of all these people.
Oh, Masami hands Senku their journal.
Yay! I don't have to use a page out of my spell book.
Yeah.
Sanku, you should never use pages out of your spellbook. That's no mere spellbook, Sanku. That's an endless grimoire.
Yeah, but look at this page, and he pulls out he pulls out his spellbook, and there's a page, and he's drawn a doodle.
This is very good art, Sanku, but you must be responsible with your infinite supply of pages from your endless spellbook.
Infinite supply.
It's endless, and they're infinite. I'll never finish the book, so why don't I just draw in the book when I want to, and it's boring, and we're on very long boat rides, and there's nothing else to do.
That is a good point, Lolo. If you are going to scold anyone for that, I have 2 books, a spell book and a journal.
But Masami, you are not my student. You are free to do as you wish, but young Sanku is under my training.
Losers carrying books.
He thinks that I want to listen to every single thing that he says.
By now, you guys have made your way to the entryway into the courtyard, and there are no ghosts in the courtyard.
Oh.
Chuji puts a single foot in the courtyard.
And as you do that, mist begins to swirl.
Check their foot out.
And it stops swirling for a second.
They put it back.
It starts to swirl!
They take it off again.
Oh, it's gone.
They put their foot back.
Chuji! Stop blue balling the ghosts!
No! They keep it there.
Okay. So are you stepping into the courtyard?
Yeah, Chuji is fully stepping into the courtyard.
Okay. You see Kanitri as she comes to be right next to the courtyard. She looks in and she just kind of freezes in place and watches out sadly. She's not going to be taking part in this. Everyone else, however, as all this is happening, you are all going to need to roll me initiative as 3 ghostly monks swirl out from the fog.
29.
42.
Top of the order is Chuji. Chuji! 3 ghost monks are stepping out of the fog that has entered into the courtyard, kind of emerging from behind the statue of a pagoda which makes up the middle of the courtyard. These ghostly monks wield haunted-looking swords and stare at you with dead eyes as they start rushing closer towards you. You have 3 actions. What do you do?
Chuji makes a snark remark about how far away they are. They're doing the thing where they're like getting their hands ready. They're going to get into they'll get into Stoked Flame stance. Okay.
Chuji, you hop into your stance, hands crossed and starting to spark embers already. You have 2 more actions.
Chuji is going to use their hopping stride to get up to the sky in 1 action.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to flurry of blows.
Okay, punch the shit out of that monk.
Punch the fucking shit out of this bitch. A 31 and a 32.
31 and 32, both of those are hits. Roll
Nice.
damage.
That's 15 and 9.
Okay, so that's going to be a total of 24 damage as you punch into these monks. Your fists kind of like glowing hot white when you actually make contact with like flashes of holy light thanks to your ghost touch runes.
Yeah, I was just about to mention those.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
The ghost kind of like stumbles back a little bit before snarling and like screaming, but no noise comes out.
Mm-hmm.
And is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Sanku, Witch Prince of the Sea. It is your turn. These nasty, nasty monks are causing confusion and delay. What do you do?
Bro, you watched Thomas and Sankenji? Senku is going to move so that I actually have visual on all of them.
Okay, so you are standing atop the stairs, looking down at them. What do you do?
Then I'm going to... I don't have the actions to cast Elemental Betrayal, so then I'm just going to cast... I'm gonna cast Horizon Thunder Sphere.
Okay. So, Dave, will you tell me a little bit about the best spell in the game, Horizon Thundersphere?
It's a bunch of magical energy that turns into like a ball of electricity. And I like it. It dazzles, and it's really good.
What's especially fun about Horizon Thundersphere is you can spend 2 actions casting it, 3 actions casting it, or 2 turns casting up this giant spirit bomb of electricity to explode at someone.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yes, it's insane. It reminds me of a spirit bomb. It's not a spirit bomb because that would be crazy. And a spirit bomb I feel would be like a 10th level spell, but this is pretty insane.
Yes. So, Sanku, you hold your staff in the air and channel this giant ball of lightning. It looks like an aura sphere from Pokemon, but electric. And you prepare to blast it. Are you spending just 2 actions on it?
Yeah, just 2. That's all my actions.
Okay. So, you are going to need to make me a spell attack against your target, which is the Ghost Monk that is fighting Chuji.
Okay. I roll that. Oh, 25.
A 25 is a hit. Roll damage.
It's 11d6, so it's 31.
Okay. Sanku, you point your staff and you shout, Horizon Thundersphere! And a blast of electricity explodes from your staff into the Ghost Monk. And it's gonna take 31 damage, and you can see that this Ghost Monk has been pretty badly injured.
Win!
Okay. It is now the Ghost Monk's turn. All 3 of those monks ready their fists as they start rushing, all surrounding Chuji.
Woo!
Because Chuji, you're the only one standing in the courtyard. All 3 of them surround you, and they're all going to make a flurry of blows against you.
That's fantastic. 6 attacks.
So this is 6 attacks, all at the max attack damage. At the max bonus. Let's see how this goes. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, one's a nat 1. 5. And 6.
So my AC is 31.
Okay, so your AC is 31. So let's
2
read them
of
out.
those don't hit.
37 hits, 33 hits, nat 1.
Does not hit.
That's going to be a crit fail for the one up top.
Yes,
23
does not hit. Not a crit fail though. 34 hits and 34 also hits.
Okay, so that's going to be 4 hits, right?
Yep.
Okay, well, let's see how much damage this would do.
Maybe I'll actually use this hero point card after all.
Well, that's going to be, I'm gonna just add it all together for the funsies.
Go ahead.
4 times 12. That's,
Ooh, a lot.
That's 48 damage. That's for the non-roll part. So that's gonna be, 8d8 plus 48. That's how much damage they're gonna do.
It was nice knowing you guys with this character. I'll have to roll a new one.
That is 94.
I'll take that damage. Don't give it to me.
No, you won't.
What do you mean? What?
Because Chuji, they punch. And as their fists hit you from all angles, channeling their evil energy into you, you are healed for 94 HP.
Oh.
Bringing you up to max HP.
Oh my god, do they deal negative damage?
They are ghosts.
Shuji starts doing the same laugh that you are. You stupid fucking ghosts! I'm undead!
They stare at you kind of like dumbly before 2 of them start to moan loudly. And they scream out in distress. And everyone is going to need to make me a will save. Okay, so everyone gets a crit success.
Oh my god.
None of you are even a little bit afraid of these moaning ghosts. However, Chuji, you see the other ghost, the one who hadn't moved, raise both of his hands in the air. And as he does, you see something emerging from the fog.
Oh.
Bones and broken swords. and they are all blasted directly at you. Make me a reflex save.
Those can definitely hurt me. Critical success.
A critical success?
1 degree better. My reflex
Oh my
saves.
god, yeah! Because you have... Okay, so you roll just a regular success, but as a monk, you have Path to Perfection, and you chose a saving throw to turn regular successes into critical successes.
Yes.
So, Shuji, describe this for me. How does this look when they start blasting all these, like, sharp bones and pieces of metal into you?
It's like the Matrix, but, like, lame. Shuji, like, ducks, but it's not clumsy, but it's definitely not graceful. It's Shuji not wanting to get hit very badly, and so they just don't.
Alright. That is their turn, as they are convening on you, but you are not taking any pain. Masami Takahara. You have 3 actions. These ghostly goons have yet to hurt anyone, although they certainly are trying. You have... What do you do?
They are going to... I think that they are just going to... They are going to run up behind one of the ones that's up on Chuji, the one to the north of Chuji.
Okay. One of the uninjured ones. So, you are behind the ghost. You are now flanking it. Masami, you have 2 actions left. What do you do?
Let's go with the easy answer and spell strike.
Hell yeah. Okay. What spell are you striking?
Electric arc.
Oh no. If you're casting this with your expensive spell strike, that means that you'll actually be able to cast electric arc not just on the guy, but on the injured one as well.
That is the plan. That is the plan.
Yeah. Okay, so make me that attack roll against this ghost monk. Well, that's a critical hit, Masami.
Yeah, that's a 35.
Meaning that this will do critical damage with your attack and critical damage with your electric arc, and then the injured one will have to make a save as well. But
Yup.
Okay, so that's going to be... Oh gosh.
So that is 39 damage off the bat.
Well, it's more than that. Because that's going to be 46 plus 16. That is 62 damage to the one that you've hit. From your sneak attack to your electric arc to your Chikuto. And then the other ghost monk is going to have to make a save against it. And he is going to roll... He's going to succeed, just about. That was really lucky. So he'll still take half damage, which is half of 23, which is 11 damage. The 2 monks let out a wail as electric energy explodes out of you into them. And Masami, is that your turn?
That is their turn.
Okay. Shuji, it is your turn. There are now 2 extremely badly hurt ghost monks. And there's one who's fine. You have 3 actions. What do you do?
Chuji. I'm gonna punch the shit out of... Can I 1-inch punch and then flurry of blows on 2 different people?
Yeah, you could. You would have a minus something to both of your flurry of blows, but you probably fine, right? Question mark?
Probably.
Go
Either
for
way,
it.
I'm gonna 1-inch punch the one that I'm targeted on.
Okay.
There's 2 actions, by the way. I think I should say.
Okay. So, will you just make me an attack roll with your flashing spark?
Is a 37.
That is a critical hit against a guy, so he will be set on fire. Maybe.
Good.
Yeah,
that's
he
what my
will be
purpose.
set on fire. But you're also going to do an additional 2 damage dice. So that is going to be 18, and then roll me another 2d8.
6.
Okay, that's 18 plus 6. That means that your base damage from 1-inch punch is going to be 24. Times 2, that's 48 damage. Hey, Chuji?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you do that?
I think that they, with a cocky little smirk, they just punch the ghost so hard that it disapparates into, like, wisps and goes into the mist.
It explodes into ectoplasm, smearing you.
Yeah,
And,
that's cool, too.
That is going to be... Yeah, he's fucking dead. And you have 3 actions left.
I have 1 action left.
Yeah, you have 1 action left.
They're going to Flurry of Blows the badly injured one that is between them and Masami. That's a 30 and a 23.
Both of those are hits. Roll damage.
18 and a 19.
That's gonna be 37 damage. He's not dead yet, but you can see that ghost it is barely holding itself together. Chuji, as you slash at it, you can see that its like mist is starting to like almost crumble away, and you see it staring into you with like angry eyes. Sanku, it is your turn. There are 2 monks who are looking pretty badly hurt. Kanitri, the ghost monk beside you, is just staring mournfully at them. You have 3 actions. There's 2 of them. What do you do?
I'm going to use, I have the range for Elemental Betrayal right now, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna use the Elemental Betrayal on the one that's more hurt, which is a little bit more to the north.
Okay, cool.
And then I'm gonna use Spout.
Okay. So, Sanku, you raise up your hand, you start waving your staff around, and a big bubble appears, and you try to make a big geyser explode underneath him.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a reflex save.
Okay, well, that is gonna be a success just about.
Well, it's half damage, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So I believe that's...
8 damage, okay. And remember, you're gonna add 6 more damage, because you have Elemental Betrayal.
Yay!
Hey, Sanku!
Mm-hmm.
How do you destroy this ghoul?
I think that when the spout goes up, maybe it just doesn't send him flying up. It just, like... Because ghosts are, like, energy, right? That's, like, their whole thing.
Yeah, they're ectoplasm.
Like, it just sort of, like... This sounds more gory than it is, but it dissolves the...
Yeah, you dissolve him. You make him into a big ghostly soup on the ground.
Sanku says, oops, like, that wasn't the intention. Yes.
Okay. Lolo on your shore says, well done, Sanku! You busted that ghost!
I did! Thank you.
It is the final ghost monk's turn. And he speaks for the first time of any of these. And he says, you won't take our home!
I'm not trying to.
And he's going to rush right through Chuji towards Masami. Chuji, you got whooped.
I'm standing still, is the thing.
Fuck me!
That's crazy. Anyway.
Make that reaction to
26?
Fucking... what?
26?
Okay, 26 is a hit. Roll damage.
16 damage.
Okay. You do clothesline him a little bit, but not... He could be worse, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna make a flurry of blows at you, Masami. That is gonna be a... 31 to hit.
No.
And... a natural 20.
Well, that's a yes, even if I don't want it to be.
That one's gonna be a hit. Okay, well, in that case, Masami, you are going to take 32 bludgeoning damage, 32 negative damage as this ghost punches, but then one of those punches pushes through your chest into your heart. And for a moment, you feel everything go cold. And then when he pulls his fist back, you're okay, but like, fuck, you didn't like that one bit. He then snarls, and he's going to punch one last time at a -8.
No.
And that's going to be a 30.
Nope.
Okay. Masami, it is your turn. This ghostly monk is right in front of you. It is barely injured, but it is the last one. You don't have your spell strike active, You could spend an action to recharge it, or which you can do through various means, including using your focus spell. You can also, if you so chose, enter your Arcane Cascade stance.
That is exactly what they're doing. Arcane Cascade first.
Okay, awesome. You have your Arcane Cascade ready. While in this stance, you get extra sneak attack stuff, I believe, which is pretty cool. And you just do extra damage in general. So, what do you do?
I think they're gonna go for a distracting spell strike.
Okay. So what does distracting spell strike do?
So this is a special kind of spell strike for being in Laughing Shadow.
Okay.
You weave distracting magic with one hand to enhance your spell strike. Make a spell strike and a feint against your target. Make a spell strike and a feint against the target of your strike. Do this immediately before making the strike, but after choosing your targets. The feint gains arcane illusion and visual traits, and it always has the basic effects of a feint rather than applying any adjustments or alternate effects.
Okay, awesome, cool, love it. So make me that feint roll.
It's a deception check.
29.
29?
Is just about a success. Like, literally, you are so lucky that that's a success.
Okay. Wow, that was a plus 18 too, damn. Okay. Then it is the strike. 35.
35 is going to be a critical success. Jesus.
Cool.
You are ganging up on these guys. You went to such lengths to avoid them earlier, but man, you are crushing him.
34.
Okay, yeah. He takes that ghostly damage, and that's just from the actual attack. What's the spell you're casting?
They this time are going to cast... I think they're gonna keep going with Electric Arc, actually.
Yeah.
But they're not going to spread the spell
Fucking
around because
electrocute.
Chuji's just right there.
Okay, so he's gonna take double Electric Arc damage. So, let's see. Will you roll that for me? Oh boy. Is that...
Yeah.
What is
at
that?
least. So, 44 damage from Electric Arc, so in total, that would be...
Jesus
78
Christ.
damage.
He's not down still, despite everything, but he's really badly hurt. Is that your turn? Wait. Don't you do extra damage from your Arcane Cascade?
I do, and because it's not implemented, because the Founder's is being a little bitch about it, let me see. So it was an evocation, so it does force damage. Strike deals 1 extra damage, damage increased to 2 if you have weapon specialization, and 3 if I have greater weapon specialization, so I have extra 2.
You're using your Chikudo, right? Don't you have a special ability for
Yes.
Laughing Shadow when you're in your thing? Where it becomes 5 extra damage
Check the
instead.
Shadow. Yeah, if I have a free hand and they're flat-footed, I get 5 extra damage because I have weapon specialization, so that's...
That'd be plus 10,
plus 5,
actually.
or would that be plus 7?
Because you got a crit.
Oh, cool. So then that's 88 damage.
Hey, Masami!
Yeah.
How'd you do it?
I think since getting punched literally in the heart, Masami went, "Oh, I'll do you one better," and did a flourish with their sword and literally stabbed them in the heart.
The ghost lets out a gasp as it stares you in the eyes before vanishing. And soon after, the entire room feels a little bit warmer. And you've successfully beaten these ghosts. And for beating a moderate encounter, you all gain 80 experience points.
Thanks.
I really want us to be using experience points.
And so you're done. You're all good.
Chuji like stretches their arms over their head. They're like, "Wow, that felt pretty good."
I told you guys we didn't need to avoid them.
Well, now we know that.
Senku, how much do we know about ghosts?
They're ghosts. I can use magic.
And everything that we encountered here came back within an hour.
I don't really see the issue with defeating a ghost.
Several times when we actually have to save our resources.
The entire point of this has been to defeat the ghosts and clear this place out. So I think that you guys were being ridiculous.
Hey, if they come back here, I'll just take care of these ones. Easy enough.
Sanku, you must see, though. Perhaps it was wise for Masami and Chuji to avoid the ghosts, for now we have someone who knows how to put them to rest. Isn't that right, friend Kenichi? And Kenichi is standing on top of, the stairs, staring down at you all very ominously, and she says, "They were the guardians of this temple. They were sworn to protect the other monks. They were the first to fall."
I'll put them to rest, and it's okay.
"I feel nothing but remorse for what I have done." And Lola's like, "Anyway, perhaps, perhaps, friend Kenichi, you know something about how to get everyone else to rest? Maybe?"
Please, we're out of our depth here.
Actually, Judy steps forward, and points, to that room where they got fucking Kamehameha twice. How about that one? That one's out of our depth. For sure.
Kenichi kind of bows her head a little bit, like she's thinking. That room, the prayer room, where the abbot put us all to rest. She slew all of us. It was a good thing what she did.
Oh my god.
To put her to rest, it is important that you all light the candles in this room and pray to Irori.
Okay, that makes sense.
In her room? The abbot's room?
Clean the room, return everything to its proper place, and then pray to her.
And to Irori?
Yes.
Okay.
And what else? What else? Guys, where else could she help?
Well, we already know about the kitchen. I know how to do that anyways. We already kind of defeated that sand golem guy. Monk thing. We didn't go the other way in the...
Was there something in the South Hall?
Shrine area.
I don't remember if there was something in the South Hall.
You haven't been to the south room.
This one.
Oh.
In the room south of the courtyard, you have not been in yet. But I think Kenichi looks at you and says, "No deceased lie that way, nor any remaining in the sand room. It's just me and the abbot now."
Then, how about we go put the abbot to rest?
We can do that.
Kenichi nods a little bit. She doesn't say anything, she just nods. Wait, Chuji, before you leave, make me a perception check.
Okay. That's a 21 for perception.
Let's go. Let's leave. Let's go.
Okay.
Masami, Sanku, do either of you want to make perception checks?
Yes, now that you're being ominous about it.
Sure.
28.
Shit, 35.
Okay. Sanku, as you look around, you notice all this scattered treasure could be worth something.
Chuji, I'm gonna make money and I'm not gonna share it with you.
Wait, what?
Sanku is already is already picking up treasure.
They fucking leap back into the courtyard.
I'm gonna go activate the Kamehameha.
No!
What, Masami is off to activate the haunt?
They're gonna go dodge. They're gonna go dodge.
Okay. Well, Chuji, as Sanku and Chuji look through the scattered loot, you find a strange potion of some sort that you don't quite understand, a unusual-looking hook sword, and several antique Iroran swords, which you're sure could be worth quite a lot of money. So, would anyone like to try identify any of these items?
Love to look at that liquid. Hell yeah. My crafting is off the charts.
Okay, well, Chuji, as you pick up that weird hook sword, you can tell that this hook sword has the ghost touch rune. Pretty useful. And Chuji, Sanku, as you stare at the potion, you realize this is a potion of tongues, which would allow you to understand all languages for 4 hours after you drink it.
Damn.
If you guys want to drag those onto your sheets, you may, or you can, because you can sell these later if you so choose.
I say we sell that antique sword for sure. But
as you guys are sorting out this treasure, you do hear an explosion coming from the next room.
Masami!
Masami, I'm going to assume that you did get out of the way.
Yeah, immediately they time jumped behind the fucking abbot.
Yeah, you teleported right behind her like it was nothing personnel. And you... Yeah, all good. Masami, the other two scramble into the room, panting, and you're just standing there confidently. You are unbeatable.
As they stand in, I think Masami's using their twin tails from Foxfire to light the candles. They're like, oh, hey guys.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
What? I said I'd take care of it. We know how to get behind the abbot. We know how to dodge.
That's fair.
Yeah, okay.
So we have to clean it too, right? Or is it just lighting the candle?
Light candles, clean, and pray.
I will tidy.
Shuji helps Masami light candles.
Okay. You guys tidy the room. You spend maybe an hour doing so. Eventually, you find an Auroran prayer book, and you kneel and kind of pray together. And it's quiet. None of you worship Aurori. Certainly, you've probably known people who have, but you're a follower of Daiketsu for Sanku, Tsukiyo for Masami, and Sun Wukong for Chuji.
Yeah.
The goddess of agriculture and Kitsune, the
god of the moon, and... Yeah.
Oh, he's hot though, actually. Real fast. He's hot is the problem.
Show me a picture immediately.
Yeah, he kind of is, yeah.
KK's a suffix, so you guys know it means something when she says it.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
Tsukiyo kind of bad though.
Is it too late to change religions?
So, Sanku, you are a worshipper of Daiketsu, the Lady of Foxes, the Kitsune goddess of rice and harvests. Masami, you are a worshipper of Tsukiyo, the god of the moon, jade, and spirits, and an absolute sex icon. He's really hot.
So true.
And,
we all agree.
And which is, again, you're a sapphic. That just proves it. And Chuji, you're a worshipper of Sun Wukong. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
none of you worship Aurori.
That's fair.
But there's something about it as you all pray together in sync and bow your heads, incense burning, as the ghost of a monk of Aurori watches you all, looking a little bit less sad but more resigned now, ready to move on into oblivion. And you don't see the abbot, but you feel them. It's like someone standing right behind you. And then she's gone. And you've successfully exorcised this room, sending her onto her afterlife. And Lolo says, "Well done, everyone! You prayed really well!"
Didn't know there was a mark for prayer.
There was a mark for everything.
Can you pray shittily?
Yes!
Well, I guess technically you could, but...
Pray shitty, and can't you piss off a god? That would be...
Yeah, I don't think you're praying when you do that, though.
No, I think you could definitely, pray in a way that would piss off a god.
Kenny Tree leaves.
Kenny Tree's I am serious.
You know what, that's fair.
Alright.
She's floating out into the courtyard, waiting for you as she, kind of watches before floating up north to the dinner room.
Mm-hmm.
And she waits for you all to go in.
Oh, I know how to do this one. Follow me.
Okay.
Chuji peeks in to make sure that it's not 7 p.m. right now.
No, it's not yet.
Okay, cool. They sit at one of the tables and they tap the top of it to beckon the others over, kinda.
Right, this is the one where you have to share a good meal with each other, right?
Yeah. So
yeah. Rations. The best meal.
It's good at dessert. It's food.
That's true.
Perhaps there's some salted meats or other preserved foods in the kitchen. Lola looks over into the kitchen, licking his lip a little bit.
You
better not eat all of it, I swear
food.
to Sukiya.
I would never partake in greed or indulgence in such a way, he says, a little bit of saliva drooping from his mouth. Like a dog who has seen a
Says
treat.
the same sea dragon that ate all of the food in the foyer?
In my defense, I was checking for poison.
Okay, you little
And you
greedy
didn't
shit.
stop when you realized?
I had to be thorough.
Alright.
Okay.
That's not whatever.
Do you guys check the kitchen?
Yes.
Well, you check the kitchen, and you don't find any food that's good. Most of it, I mean, it's been here for a century. But you do find some stuff.
Oh, yeah?
A kitchen loot pile just for you.
Just for us.
Inside, you
Okay.
find an unusual object, another unusual object, and an unusual liquid. What would you guys like
So
to
unusual.
research? Or try to identify? So if you all want to study one, you probably can try.
Okay.
I'm gonna do cultism on unusual object number 1.
Okay. Chuji, as you pick up this weird object, you can see that there are some prayer beads.
Ah.
Specifically, holy prayer beads. This strand of ordinary-looking prayer beads glows with a soft light and becomes warm to the touch the first time you cast a divine spell while holding it. When you do, the prayer beads become attuned to your deity, changing their form and iconography to prominently incorporate your deity's religious symbol and iconography. They don't transform or function for an evil spellcaster. Whenever you cast a divine spell from your own spell slots, while holding the prayer beads, you recover 1d4 hit points. This is a positive and healing effect.
That's cute. I don't have any fucking divine spells, do I?
Oh, you might, from your Monster Mage stuff. I don't know.
I don't know about that one.
Even if you can't use it, you can also use it once per day to cast Heal, Bless, Divine Rat, Neutralize Poison, or Remove Disease once per day each. So one of you could take that. I think, Sanku, this would only really activate if you were using your Staff of Healing. Well, no, it needs to be from spell slots. So you wouldn't be able to use very much of it yourself, Sanku. But you could probably sell it for quite a nice sum of money.
Cool.
So whoever wants to swipe that, you can.
I've got enough prayer beads. Sun Wukong knows I'm devoted.
Yeah, Senku will hold on to him.
Okay. Sanku, meanwhile, what you have discovered is a decanter of endless water.
Ooh.
Sorry, but
This-
I'm taking it.
This item looks like an ordinary glass of water. The stopper can't be removed unless you speak one of the item's 3 command words, which are stream, fountain, and geyser. When you say stream, it creates, you cause water to pour out at a rate of 1 gallon per round. If you speak fountain, you cause water to pour out in a 5-foot-long stream at a rate of 5 gallons per round. And when you say geyser, you cause a powerful deluge of water to erupt at a rate of 15 gallons per round, and you can point at someone to cast hydraulic push at them.
I like it. I like having this on me. Thank you. Taking it. No one else is going to take the water-themed items. If anybody else wanted the prayer beads, I'd be fine, but I don't know how useful that is for people.
Masami is arcane. No.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, all my spells have been arcane.
Tell us about the
and-
unusual liquid.
And lastly, Masami, you pick up this potion and you look at this unusual liquid and you note that it is a potion of fire resistance. Drinking this tick fortifying potion will grant you a resistance 10 against fire for 1 hour.
Useful.
Would you like it? Do you want to give it to yourself? Does someone else want it? Who takes what?
Has anyone been in any sort of danger of fire? Chuji, I know your fists turn into fire, but I don't think that hurts you.
My boy Sanku here can quench any flames that would touch him.
Yeah, and I make fire because I use electricity.
Are you resistant though?
No.
Then take it.
Am I resistant?
Are you fire resistant other than your fists?
Am I fire resistant?
Fucking no. I think you can get fire resistance through certain feats with your cool stance, but I don't believe you have it. Although you do have a fire jump ring, which lets you jump into fires and teleport around.
That's true. I'm gonna say, Masami, you keep that just in case something bad happens.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
Do you guys have a nice meal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tsuji goes back to the tables and sets up some rations to eat.
Okay. You all eat. You have a nice conversation with each other. You smile. You talk about how your day's been going. Why don't I let you do that? Why don't I let you guys have a moment to discuss how your day, your first day at the Ruby Phoenix tournament has been?
You know, getting blasted and almost dying, and seeing one of you almost die, pretty bad. But it seemed pretty cool, right?
No one almost
I kind of like this
died.
place so far. Not that we're gonna stay here.
Yeah, but it's a good place.
Pretty cool, pretty nice precursor to our super cool epic win.
Shuji, you must learn to appreciate the little things. Even something like this, while not as grand as the Ruby Phoenix tournament itself, is a great learning opportunity. Perhaps the stories you tell here will be far greater than any we tell at a tournament.
Hey, what the fuck am I doing besides appreciate little things right now? I'm literally talking about them.
You were talking about how you weren't interested in them in comparison to the tournament.
That's literally not true. I didn't say that.
Guys, am I going crazy here? He looks at you all.
Yes. You're old and you're going crazy and you're old.
We're definitely no, Steve's not that old. Leave him alone.
I'm only a few millennia
That's
old.
Oh my god. Forget that sometimes.
I'm only 40,000.
That's older than I thought you were.
I think.
What?
Sanku, when was your island home created?
Jeez. Does Senku remember that?
You
Can I, like, roll
want
to
you want to
remember?
make a nature check?
Wait, what about the dragon lore?
You know
This is
what?
really the
I'll let you roll dragon.
'Cause it
Lore.
would-
Okay.
Yay.
Specifically because this is something that Lola would have taught you. Sanku, you're pretty sure that Lolo is as old as time.
I'm pretty sure that you're like as old as time.
No!
That's how I'm pretty sure. No, I think you.
No, that's not true.
No, I'm backing out of this history question. I was not taught this as a kid.
Hey, I don't like anything that isn't about magic.
That was unfortunately a natural one.
Oh, Jesus.
Um,
Chuji kind of like rubs their hands together and claps, and they're like, all right. Thanks to Aurori now?
Okay.
that sounds like a good idea to me.
Amen.
That's they pray
Yeah.
to Rory.
I don't know how to
Okay.
fantasy pray.
Well, no, I think you just bow your head, you say some more of those prayers from the book, and all is good, all is calm.
Mhm.
Now all that's left is the lonely ghost who is standing by the pagoda, staring up at it mournfully.
Oh, yeah, Chuji leans over to Masami and Senku and is like, so how do we get her to pass on?
That's writing her name in the pagoda, right?
The whole thing. Yeah, we're gonna ask. That guy. No,
Okay.
His whole thing is that he can like make stuff look nice, and I don't want it to be like a shitty
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, my calligraphy is good, not that good.
engraving. I'm good at drawing, not at all that stuff.
Well, boys, why don't we go?
Ah! And Senku hops up on the table
Whoa.
and jumps off.
No, Sanku,
Look
get
at you.
down!
I am full of energy.
Little adventure. Alright.
Lolo, I don't think you're allowed to judge me. You ate that guy's food.
Why are we holding up these past events like they're still relevant?
It is funny.
and we'll never let you live it down.
You guys make your way back into the entry hall, and Hikari is having a pretty involved chat with Amatar, and they both look up, and they seem to have gone on pretty well. Hikari kind of waves and says, "Well, have you done everything?"
Hi, we found a ghost and we're helping her.
Amatar hops up and says, "Oh right, yeah, you saw our friend in the eucalyptus room."
Yep.
Yeah.
You best be careful. She's got a swinging temper. One moment she'll be crying out for forgiveness, the next she'll be screaming and trying to choke you. Ooh, she's a nasty one, that one.
No,
we're besties, actually.
What?
She's actually kind of nice.
You know that she's the leader of the monks who led the slaughter here, right?
But
she's really
extremely remorseful about it, and would you like to see for yourself?
No.
All right. Then.
Well, you're gonna have to help us. Well, I mean, can you help us actually? It involves something with. She said she wanted to have her and the other monks that lived here, their names engraved into the place where all the other monks that died
his eyes
have their
light
names
up.
engraved. So, would that be something that you're interested in doing?
Well, you didn't tell me it had to do with home improvement.
And I immediately thought of you because I know that you're good at that.
Oh, stop it, you. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, no, we can do that. Let's go, shall we?
People, Senku, who's lived his entire life being like this, where he'll it's a thing that you do as a kid, but he never stopped doing it, where he just flatters people so they'll do whatever he wants.
Amatar walks into the courtyard and he sees Kenitri.
Don't worry, she's chill.
He pauses, and she looks at him, and he looks at her, and she looks at him, and he looks at her. And right, well, I'll start carving names. So who? He kind of clambers up. He's got he pulls something out of seemingly thin air out of his pocket, a little ladder, and he puts it up against the pagoda, and he climbs up. He's like, right, and I assume we're matching it with style. She floats over. He's like, so can you give me the names of everyone? And without even hesitating or needing to look, she just starts to name every single person who died. As if she's been thinking about it every day since. It takes you about an hour. You probably sit and watch. There's a lot of names. They have to be engraved painstakingly. Before the final I in Kenitri is chiseled in. And Kenitri looks at you all and says, perhaps in the next life, things will be better.
I hope so.
She smiles, and then you blink and she's not there anymore.
Huh.
And you've successfully exorcised all the ghosts in this place, earning yourself 120 experience.
Shut up.
Thank you, Derry.
You are insane.
Dice will roll will return after these messages.
No Small Rolls, a D&D podcast where there are no small rolls and no small consequences.
Well, we do have the occasional small roll.
So
6.
that's a natural 2 for me for a total of 8.
Don't think I've perceived very well.
Natural 2, so that's a 3.
Oh my gosh, it's a natural 1.
We've prepared our party of players.
And our polyhedral dice.
So join our merry band of actors for a D&D podcast filled with intrigue, adventure, and laughter.
Search for No Small Rolls on your favourite podcasting app, Spotify and YouTube.
Anon for now.
Anon!
We now return to Dice Will Roll. Amatar looks up at you all and says, so that's everything, right? You got rid of everything?
I believe so.
Sweet! Awesome! Nice! Well done! Yeah. Well, that means I'm ready to start cleaning this place up.
Yeah, I mean, feel free. Just, we're gonna need dust in our eyes.
Oh, don't worry. No dust for you, my friend.
Thanks.
If there's anything we missed, just shout. We'll be there in a flash.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Oh, and if you find any treasure, we call dibs on that.
And Hikari comes out and says, "Are you all done?"
Yep.
Seems like...
Chuji dangles the 3 feathers that they picked up.
Where's the necklace?
The what? Is that...
Yes, you must find the necklace.
Oh, for fuck's sake! And they go stomping away.
She raised her hands. I did tell you.
Ugh.
Chuji's just being a baby.
The Phoenix necklace is the most important part of this. They will verify the authenticity of the silver feathers that you pick up, ensuring that you can't forge them. On top of that, the Phoenix necklace is what will allow you to resurrect people if needs be. It is your way.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It is your way of proving to the Ruby Phoenix that you have earned the feathers, not just found them.
That makes sense.
Chuji has crossed the entire map. Chuji's stomping. Where the fuck are you going?
I don't know. Chuji thinks that the necklace is in this shrine over here.
Oh, the shrine with the statue of the old man?
Yep.
Okay, well, Masami and Sanku, Chuji's just fucking gone. What do you guys do?
Sanku's like, Hikari, give me 1 second. Chuji's run off. Chuji! Stop running off!
We have to get the necklace!
Without us, you're gonna get hurt. There's gonna be like a ghost that we didn't catch, and then you're gonna get hurt, and then I'm gonna have to save you.
It'll be fine. And they put their hand on the chest.
Yeah, you put your hand on the chest. Let me describe this room for you. It is, just to remind everyone, the deepest room in this place. To the south is the doorway to the eucalyptus tree for the meditation stuff, and to the north is the it's a room you haven't been in yet. There's 2 rooms you haven't really explored much. Maybe the necklace isn't there, who knows? But the room that you are in presently, Chuji, is a shrine. Tarnished bells, frayed ribbons, and crumbling wooden beams surround the massive statue at the center of this shrine space, which is set into an alcove at the eastern side of the temple's open-air training arena. 6 steps lead up to a clearing where one can sit before the large statue, which depicts a smiling old man seated in a cross-legged position and holding a staff. A pair of braziers stands on either side of the steps, and various prayer instruments lie scattered before the statue. The alcove's northern wall is badly damaged, with a 15-foot wide gap that reveals the forest outside of the temple. And
cool.
Chuji, there is a chest full of offerings, and you put your hand on it, and fuck all happens.
They open it.
You open it, and holy shit, that's a lot of treasure. There's an unusual object, an unusual circlet, an unusual ring, a potion you know is definitely a moderate healing potion, an unusual bag, and then, like, a shit ton of gold and opal and cryophyes and emeralds and jaspers and moonstones and pearls and aquamarines. There's a lot of treasure in here is what I'm saying.
Hey, how about that one at the top?
Oh, yeah, at the very top. A necklace.
They turn back and they're like, "It's in here!"
Oh my... Okay, I'm coming. Oh my goodness. You can't even...
See, I knew it.
Yeah, but we should probably not separate so far. You're gonna get us killed.
Oh, it's fine.
This is like the most obvious there's gonna be a trap here thing in the world, and you just run up to it to open it without even thinking.
Just a treasure chest.
What, do you think if I take something it's gonna, like, make that old man come and chop my balls off?
Ew.
Probably.
And yeah.
Okay, well, what if I put something in?
Chuji, why don't you try it?
Okay, Chuji puts... they haven't sold that Aurori antique sword, so Chuji's gonna put it in the chest and take out the Phoenix necklace.
Okay, you take out the Phoenix necklace and nothing happens.
Cool. Sorry, dude, I need this.
Okay.
Wow.
Now what?
Cool. Well...
There's a lot of stuff in this chest as a thing.
I don't know if we should take that. Like, I'm all for, like, the, I'm a little goblin, I'm gonna take all this, right? Like, that thing. This is, like, an actual shrine, and I think it might be a little bit fucked up if we did that.
Chuji, I've never seen...
As skewed as my neutral morals are.
Chuji, I've never seen you show such respect for something before.
It's less respect and, more of, I don't want something to come and slap the shit out of me for being greedy.
Are you backing down from a challenge, Chuji?
Lola, stop.
No, now that Lolo said that, they stick their hand in and they grab all of those stones.
And when you do, you'll never see this one coming. You hear the sound of stone grinding.
I cannot believe you said that.
It's good training!
What the hell?
And Chuji, you look up, and looking down at you is the old man statue. With his long eyebrows that come off his face, and long trailing beard, and his very, very long staff, which he pulls out. And you can see he's got like those, and like around his feet, like those Geta sandals, and as he steps, you hear a loud clack as he moves forward. And everyone, we're all going to roll initiative against the old man statue.
I cannot believe you used Chuji's core tenets against them.
Literally, I was like, how can I get you guys to fight him because I like this fight? And I was like,
Masami's in the ring at the edge, just rubbing their temples.
Judy did in fact grab a handful of those and put them in their bag, so I'm gonna drag some of those in. I'm just gonna do some random ones.
Yeah.
This quantity's okay, yeah, sure.
At least now afterwards we can take all the things.
Okay. Is everyone rolling initiative? Oh god.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh goodness.
Good lord.
Oh dear.
This is not... Shuji dies ASMR.
Okay, well, top of the order with a nat 20 is the old man statue. He stares down at you all with his like very stern looking face, and he doesn't say anything, but he does draw his staff and go to bludgeon you, Chuji. And that is going to be a 49 to hit!
You are going to kill my brand new character. That is a crit.
Well, Chuji, you are going to take 52 damage total as the staff slams into you.
Got it.
And he is then going to spin his staff and swipe at you, Sanku, even though you're not next to him. Because this staff has a range of 15 feet. That is a 31 to hit, Sanku.
A 31 to hit me?
Yes.
Jeez. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. That is going to be 26 damage to you, Sanku.
Okay.
And then, lastly, he's going to just make a lunge. And he jumps, and that is going to be an athletics roll to leap. And he is going to leap 26 feet away, with a result of 26 on his athletics roll, to be in the arena behind you all. It's like he's challenging you all to come into the arena with him. And that is his turn. Shuji? Ow! Fuck!
Ow. This calls for crane stance.
Okay, so will you tell me what crane stance is? What does it look like and what does it do?
Crane stance is a defensive stance. It adds to my AC, is the thing. And it's like Judy stands on one foot and their arms kind of go up a little bit. Like a crane.
Yeah.
Like a crane. You know, you've seen a crane in real life, haven't you?
No.
What?
I don't remember.
Damn.
Fool.
I don't remember if I've ever seen a crane. I don't think about it.
I'm going to send a crane to your house right now.
Don't do that.
Chuji is going to... this guy is definitely not above only fighting in the ring. So we can't really cheat it, can we? Chuji's going to hop forward and use a crane wing.
Are you going to make a flurry of blows?
No.
Okay. Well, a crane wing, what's the attack roll to hit that?
It is 1d20 plus 22, it's 41.
41 is going to be a hit.
Yes. That's a 13 damage.
Okay, well, Chuji, you do 3 damage to him.
You're kidding.
Because as your fist hits him, you're like, oh, he's made of stone. That's bad.
That's great.
That is going to be your turn. But you are in crane stance and you are, like, you know, tanking him, basically, which is good. Sanku, it is your turn. Ow. Being close to him is not a good thing. You don't know why the statue is so wicked strong.
Yes, well, Sanku is going to, move 25 feet.
Okay, run.
Further away. And then is going to cast... I don't think we'll fight anything else today.
This looks like it's going to be the boss of the dungeon, as it were.
Then he's going to... I won't do it yet, because I want to do that with the other thing. I think I'm going to cast... I haven't casted a lot of 4th level spells today. I'll just cast Ignite Firework.
Okay. Ignite Fireworks? Describe this for me, Sanku.
It is like a colorful, mostly blues and a little bit of pink, like the coral that he has in his hair. Is like really pretty, like fireworks that like blast around him.
Okay.
And not him, the big stone man.
Who is size huge, I will point out, by the way.
Joy. Okay, so I'm gonna need a reflex save.
Okay.
Mr. Size Huge.
Let's see. That's gonna be a success, so he will take half damage. So what kind of damage is this?
It's 1d8. It's fire and sonic. Then, they take half damage, but they're dazzled for a round.
Okay. So, fire and sonics blast through him as these blue and pink fireworks explode in his face. And he does take all of this damage. And he is going to be dazzled for a round, which means that he can't see real good. Probably on account of the serious amount of light and smoke in his eyes. He is twisting his head, looking around a little bit, stunned by these fireworks. And Lolo says, "Well done, Sanku! You sure showed him!" Lolo is still on your shoulder, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Masami, it's your turn. Youch! What do you do?
Okay, alright, then, they're gonna pull out a big stop.
Okay.
Cast into time.
Okay, so tell me, I love the name. Tell me what it does.
You release a wave of temporal energy that sends creatures violently tumbling through time, scarring their thoughts with the information flowing around them. Although the journey can feel like it lasts for minutes or even days, the targets reappear instantly. Witnessing this chaotic flow of time and being bashed against objects from different times deals the targets 5d8 mental damage and 5d6 bludgeoning damage with a fortitude save. A creature that falls into time disappears until the end of your turn, then it reappears in the same space it left. If that space is occupied, it appears in the nearest empty space chosen by the GM.
Okay. So... Make me that roll?
No, I need a fortitude save.
Oh, is this not a spell strike?
No.
Ooh, okay.
They just want to cast this.
Okay, that's going to be a success.
So, success. Creature falls into time, and when it returns, it takes half damage.
Okay. Masami, how does this look?
So, I think that they make a hand signal with, they make a hand sign, and there are 2 clocks that are around their wrists, and a big clock at their feet. And the time dial is their laughing shadow.
Ooh, that is good. Okay, I love that. You cast this, and you see the old man vanish into thin air. And he is gone until the end of your turn, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you have one action where he's not here.
Then, yeah, they're gonna get into Arcane Cascade.
Okay. Masami, remind me how this looks?
So... I think when they get into Arcane Cascade stance, they kind of flourish their Jokuto just a little bit, and get into a fighting stance. And when that happens, their laughing shadow kind of appears and looms above them.
Oh, that is so good! I love that. Is it a literal laughing shadow?
I like to think of it as a blurry shadow with like a smile on its face.
Awesome.
And this shadow has fox ears and 9 tails.
Ooh, all 9? Wow, okay.
All 9.
Alright. Masami, that is your turn. And at the end of your turn, stumbling back into space comes the old man, and he takes 20 bludgeoning damage. And mental damage as well. He kind of stumbles a little bit before slumping back into his full stance, and you can tell that he's injured by now. But he looks down at you, Chuji, and he strikes a fist out fast. And he gets a natural 1.
No, he don't.
Okay, that is going to be, instead, awkward attack. He is flat-footed until the end of his next turn. So, he's going to be flat-footed basically for 2 turns. Youch. Where is it? Flat-footed.
I was muted that whole time, hold on.
Oh, shit.
Does him coming back count as a move action?
I don't think so. I love it, and it would have been very funny, but that would have been something that you could have spammed hard on me, right?
It's a level 6 spell, Derry. No, I could not.
True. You know what? This one time I'll give it to you. Don't count on it. This is going to be one of those times where like, alright, just this once. As he's stumbling back into time, you lash out and you get a 30.
I miss.
Unfortunately, that is going to be a miss. You punch out at him, sure, but he very quickly deflects. And on top of that, he did get his nat 1 on his miss. So yeah, we'll pace that in a way that makes sense. He kind of like stares down at you, Chuji, a little bit peeved that you tried to do that, and he's going to attack you again. That is going to be another 30 to hit, which is another miss.
Yeah.
And he's going to try one last time with a -10 to hit. That is going to be a 20.
Ooh, that's a crit fail.
Alright, he tries to attack again, but he is so disoriented by being thrown throughout time. Like, he basically probably saw this entire building being fucked over. Like, from the time it was created to the time it was destroyed. And he rolled Winds of Change. He can't attack you on your next turn, Chuji. Instead, he's going to have to look at Sanku or Masami.
Nice.
Chuji, it is your turn. He's no longer paying attention to you. He attacked you too many times that this isn't working.
I'm going to 3-action 1-inch punch.
Okay, shit. Alright, go for it.
Fuck me. It's a 31.
You could use a hero point if you so chose.
The thing is, my hero point has to do with going down. Yeah?
That would be a hit because of the nat 1 he rolled that gave him flat-footed.
Oh, God.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
Fuck yeah. 29.
Okay, so you punch into him. He does take a little less damage from this as normal because he is... Actually, that was really smart of you, Ritz. Hold on. You ignored most of his resistance. If you had done 3 separate attacks, he would have had a total of 30 resistance. But because you did it all at one, you only lost a little bit of damage from resistance. That's
yeah.
Did you intend that?
Yeah.
Take your hero point back. That's really smart. You actually caught me off guard how clever that was. Awesome. Okay, he takes 19 damage and he is stumbling back, and you can see now that he is probably dropped to be about half HP. He is not looking great. And that is going to be your turn, right?
Yep.
Alright. Sanku, it is your turn. You got 3 actions. Fuck this guy. What do you do?
I'm going to use Elemental Betrayal.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use Hydraulic Push.
Okay. So, Sanku, you cast up your big bubbly hex and then make an attack roll against him with his cool stream.
34?
A 34 is going to be a hit. Roll damage plus 6.
35 plus 6 is 41.
Okay, yeah, he's going to take that 41 damage. Really nice. That really hurt him. Sanku, as you blast him with water, rubble and rocks explode off of his body, and he stumbles back a little bit, and he's turning to look at you angrily. Masami, it is your turn. Motherfucker's got his back to you. He's no longer dazzled, I will say. But he is still flat-footed.
That's okay. Can I dimensional assault to the other side of him?
Absolutely, cool. You can do that.
Arcane Stance is active, by the way.
Yep, that's right. So you'll be doing an extra what is it? 7 damage? 5 damage. An extra 5 damage. Okay, so make me that attack roll.
I am going to be using that hero point.
Yep, you rolled in that one. Now would be a good time, because otherwise you would get a spell attack crit fail, which are bad to have.
38.
That's a hit. Hit him. Get his ass.
They are flat-footed because I'm on the other side of him.
Yep, he is. So you're going to do your extra 5 damage from Arcane Cascade, and Sneak Attack, and whatever else.
11 plus my 5, so that's 16 damage.
Okay, 16 damage. Real good. He does take a little bit less of this, but not as little as normal, because a lot of this is precision damage. So I think he only takes, instead of 10 less, he only takes 6 less.
Alright, that's fair.
So he's looking bad. On top of that, Masami, because you just used a... Well, actually, no, you hadn't used your spell attack, your spell strike yet, so you're good.
Nope, they're gonna do it now, though.
Okay, sweet. Well, get him. What's the attack?
They're going to use... I think they're just gonna keep using Electric Arc.
Okay, go for it.
The 32.
You're good. That is not a miss. That is a hit. So roll me that damage.
Okay, so then that is 12 damage. Well, I'm still on Arcane Cascade, right?
Yes, you are. So that's going to be another 5 damage.
Okay, so then that's 17 damage. Along with Electric Arc, which does 22.
For a total of?
39 damage.
39 damage minus 10 because he did resist a lot of that physical damage. That is going to be 29 damage to him. Oh, he looks bad. He looks real bad. You can see, Masami, as you strike into him with your Chocoto, electricity arcs through him, and where it goes, it leaves behind huge gaping cracks. The old man statue turns, like its head looking at you all, kind of like furious at you. And it is going to be his turn now. He can't attack Chuji, so he's going to go for you, Masami. He swings his fist at you, and he's going to roll a 35 to hit against you.
Hit.
Okay. He decks you, and when his fist connects, he does 39 bludgeoning damage against you.
Alright.
Wait. Your HP. Did you see what it was just a second ago?
It was 69, yeah.
You get a hero point for that. That's our house rule. Anytime you have 69 HP or do 69 damage, it's a hero point.
Yeah.
Good God almighty, okay.
You're at 30 HP, unfortunately. So, Rutro, he is going to try to grab you now as an action. And that is going to be a 41 minus 5. That is a 36 against you, Masami. Against your Fortitude DC.
Yeah, yeah.
He grabs you. He picks you up into the air. And Masami, he's going to try bop you hard with his staff. And that... Ooh. That's going to be a natural 20.
Yep.
Which is going to hit you for 50 damage total. And send you flying through the air. And... yeah, Masami, you are knocked about 40 feet back. And you kind of like hit the dirt, leaving it behind a trail. And your HP is now...
well, 0. But if we take into account the negative... negative 20.
Yeah, not great.
Fuck.
And as his turn, Chuji, the old man just bet the shit out of Masami. He does look like he's falling apart. He's got his back to you.
Good. I punch him in the ass. 3-inch punch. Or 1-inch punch.
Okay, go for it.
3-action 1-inch punch.
Okay, go for it. Make an attack roll.
41.
That's going to be a hit.
23 damage.
Minus 10. That's 13 damage total. He had 12 HP left.
Oh my god!
How do you do this, Chuji, with your 1-inch punch?
It's kind of like through his legs, Chuji sees Masami, like, go down and, like, fall to the ground and just, like, not move anymore. And I think Chuji just breaks one of his legs into, like, bits and pieces, and he falls, and it, like, smashes his head.
The old man statue lets out a tumbling roar, and it crumbles into rubble on the floor, its head rolling, and then its remains left in the arena. And you have all defeated the boss of this temple.
Cool. Chuji rushes to Masami.
Masami, would you like to quickly make me a just a flat d20 check to see how you're doing?
16.
Okay, Chuji, as you rush over and you feel for Masami's pulse, they're good. They're stable. They're just knocked the fuck out.
Senku is going to use that last spell slot on the staff to cast.
Staff of healing?
Yes, the staff of healing to cast a first level heal spell.
Okay, well, cast that. Okay. That's going to be 13 healing. Masami.
You okay, bud?
Ah, fuck. Jesus, that statue had a swing.
Yeah, it hurts.
You guys okay?
Yeah, we're worried about you, though.
Yeah, you're the one that fell.
I'm sure I've been through worse, it's fine.
Jeez, man. Alright, let's... Actually, Chuji looks back at that chest.
I think now that we've defeated the guy, we could probably take that treasure.
Think so.
Goblins.
Shop's completely gone at this point, unless there's fireball fucking cannons on the other side. I'm gonna lay down for a second.
You'll never guess what happens when Chuji... No, I'm kidding.
Shut up. Chuji puts the stuff that they took back into it so they can divvy it up correctly this time.
Okay. There's, I believe, a button which will let you distribute it. So everyone, you share the gold in it evenly, which means that everyone gets 27 gold, 90 silver, and 116 copper each.
Hell yeah.
And then there's treasure. An unusual object, an unusual circlet, an unusual ring, and an unusual bag. Then a healing potion and a shit ton of gemstones.
Okay, so we have to roll for to figure out what these are. These unusual things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to roll for them.
That's what I'm saying. Give us the fucking rolls.
Okay. Well, the unusual object first. Here you go. Then the unusual circlet we'll do afterwards once you've identified the object. Okay. Chuji, you're kind of like moving this little statue of a snake around, and you're like, I know what this is.
Wait, let me look.
Sanku, you know what this is.
Mm-hmm.
That is a wondrous figurine. Specifically, a jade serpent. So it's a little statuette, and if you put it on the floor and call its name, it transforms into a snake, specifically a giant viper.
Cool.
Like, at first it looks like a formless lump of jade, but you can see it has a serpentine body curled into a snug knot, and you can cast it, and it can remain, it can only be used once per day to turn into a giant viper, and then it will remain in serpent form for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Who wants that? Who wants to have a snake minion that they can move around?
How strong is it?
I mean, it's not crazy strong, but it's like a fun little spy. You can have it, like, sneak into places.
I think as the rogue multiclass, I think I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that Masami would probably like an extra pair of eyes.
Yeah, you know, it's very thematic, right? Like, I've only watched so much Naruto specifically to learn more about Masami, and then because I started really genuinely enjoying the show. But I get the feeling there's probably someone somewhere who uses a snake spy, right? That's gotta be a thing.
Orochimaru and Sasuke have snake summons.
Yeah, that would do it, wouldn't it?
Anyway.
You take the snake.
Fuck yeah.
You can name it if you so chose. You can have a pet snake. Also, if it dies, it turns into a statue and you can summon again later.
I'm gonna go to the Naruto key for no purpose whatsoever. Continue on.
Okay, so you're taking this, right?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, that is thrown into your sheet. Next, the unusual circlet. So, you can now, you have to roll a magic roll of some sort here.
I can roll again.
Okay. A success. You are aware of what this is. This is a phylactery of faithfulness. Not a phylactery in the lich sense. We actually use soul cage for liches. Phylactery as in an actual little box with religious scripture inside of it.
Okay.
The box is worn by affixing it to a leather cord and tying it around your head or just above your brow. You don't gain any benefit from the phylactery if you don't worship the affiliated deity, in this case, Irori.
None of us.
None of you do worship Irori. So perhaps you'll have to sell this.
That's fine.
But who's going to hold on to it?
Chuji can hold on to it.
Okay, sure, grab it. The unusual ring. You'll never guess what. It's another magic check, please. Sanku, do you want to check it out?
Sure thing.
Sanku, you don't actually know about this one, but Chuji, you figure it out.
Woo!
This is a ring of swimming.
Ah.
This blue metal ring grants you a swim speed equal to your land speed.
This makes you swim good.
Yeah, it makes you swim real fast.
Can you already swim fast, Sanku?
Yes, you can. You actually have a really good swim speed, Sanku, thanks to you being an Undyne.
Yeah, actually, I swim really well.
Zami, can you swim?
I mean, I can swim, and I have a pretty good swim speed, I think.
What is your athletics? It's okay. It's not bad. It's a plus 15. It's pretty decent.
Yeah, it's a plus 15.
That being said, it is the lowest in the group.
Then they probably should take it, maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Chuji throws it over.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, a healing potion. Chuji, that's for you.
Give me that.
You don't have many options.
That's for my body.
Okay, throw that to yourself. And then lastly, the unusual bag. Make me one last magic check. Thank you again. You're not entirely sure. It looks like a pretty standard bag to you, but Chuji, you can tell. Inside, that is a bag of holding.
Oh.
Sick.
A bag of holding will... it's basically got infinite space. Well, not infinite. It can hold up to 100 bulk worth of items.
Okay.
Lucky us.
Who wants it?
Who wants to be the person who gets to hold everything when it's thrown to them?
I don't mind.
Alright, take it.
Do you put all your other stuff in there?
Yeah, I think that anything that nobody in particular wants to hold, that's...
Yeah, Lolo sits on your shoulder and looks a little sad.
What?
Well, I'm not going to be able to hide out as much as you do.
I can hold 2 bags.
It won't look as good. I'll simply have to leave my head poking out at all times to make sure I don't get swallowed up by the void.
That's really scary. Please stay in the regular bag.
Perhaps you could put the bag of holding inside the regular bag.
Can we do that? Is it allowed?
I don't see why not.
You still can't hide in it.
Yes, but I'll hide in the regular bag.
It's because I remember there being something with bags and...
Yes, you can't put another bag inside the bag of holding, but you can put a bag of holding inside of a bag.
Okay, yeah, okay. Sick. Then...
and then everyone else, I believe you can just sell these last ones. Convert all treasure into coins. Yes, please. And you all take some gemstones, which is about 150 gold to each of you.
What about this stuff that we can't split?
Yeah, if anyone wants 2 copper and 1 gold, I guess, go for it.
My gold is uneven, give it to me. Hey, I have some business to attend to. Give me 1 second. Chuji, after they divvy all that up, kind of like sidesteps Senku, and not like hard. They don't do it hard. They do it firmly. They grab Lolo. Hey, what was that earlier?
I was simply giving you a challenge to ensure that you would learn something.
Are you going to
from
heal
this
the
encounter.
HP I lost? You specifically?
I can give you something greater than
What's
healing.
that, old man?
I can teach you a valuable lesson, that it doesn't pay to be greedy.
Chuji gets ready to throw Lola.
No! Don't do that.
As all of this is happening, Masami, you see Hikari very gingerly entering, and she looks around and she's like, "So, how's everything going?"
Masami, on, cool guy sitting on the floor, almost nothing's happened, just goes, "Yeah, everything's fine. Everything went great."
Are you sure?
Ask
you look a little...
the dragon.
I helped everyone learn a valuable lesson today. It's like,
You helped everyone get their ass kicked!
You are the one who decided to go grab stuff from that chest.
He challenged me. Actually, that's not fair. You know I will never turn down a challenge.
it's true, it's written on his character sheet.
It's written on my character sheet.
Attitude, shitty. I'm sorry, I gotta read Shuji's character sheet right now. Attitude, shitty. Likes, being dastardly. Dislikes, uptight people. Things that are true of Chuji. Number 1, will never turn down a fight. That is exactly why I had to.
It's the most important one.
Hikari kind of like walks up to you all and says, Amatar is already getting to work, but you, Tree, it is getting late. Do you have the Phoenix necklace?
Shuji pulls it out of their inventory.
Okay. Well then, adventurers, you've done it. You've procured your first tree feathers. The first out of 10, I should hope.
You bet.
She kind of turns and looks around and says, tomorrow morning, the Ruby Phoenix tournament begins properly. And all of you, I'm sure, will do your very best to go down in history as the winner of the 30th Ruby Phoenix tournament. And she kind of smiles a little bit. And you guys all have a moment to kind of breathe as you feel yourselves getting ready to rest for the night. And you don't know, but you feel a little bit stronger than you did the day before. And a level up chime plays as you hit level 12.
Oh my god.
I was about to do the Final Fantasy chant, but I don't want to get fucking copyrighted by Square
No,
Enix.
I think that's fine. We're fine. You don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
Level.
Da 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 da. Anyway. Or is it? No, it's the da 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 da.
Yeah, it's the
da da da.
Foolish.
Yeah. You all relax. You have your evening dinner. You make your way to the monk's bedrooms, which you clean out. And everyone, tomorrow, the tournament begins for real. This episode of Dice Will Roll would not have been possible without the support of our patrons. Sarissa, Ferric Falcon, Luis Loza, Fawn Sims, Alexander Criswell, Meg Cohen, Skyly, Blurst Hellion, Kendra West, Ren, Genuinely Tricked, Transgirl Trish, Zurenwald, Bal Punyan, Johnny the Catman, Matthew Wilson Krasnovich, Tillen Shark, Fearin, Glitch HD, Jace Snooks, Zenith Drums, Josh Heathcote, Torbjorn, Introduction, Sophia Valera, G. Barbera, Luke, Gideon, Sarah B, Seth, Ravona Darkblow, Dolores, Kira, Lichelo, Gizmo, Matthew, Cass, Fable McElduff, Ava, Rem T. Bright, Lonesome Chunk, Steph, Sean C, Natasha Lumley, Rhiannon C, Ellie, Jenna Mitchell, King Kendrick, Triceratops, Grey Kitsune, Anna Maria, Roxy, Jordan, Cynical Spinstress, Emily Laderna, John the Book Hoarder, SS66 Seeker, and Dame Valerie the Third. Special thanks to Anna Maria for her Patreon character Tanizaki Hikari this episode. If you want to see what you can get for helping us keep it rolling, check out patreon.com/dicewillroll.